This video is going to discuss the four grand works in Chinese literature. Writing in China dates back to the hieroglyphics that were used in the Shang dynasty of 1700 to 1050 BC. The hieroglyphic writing system later evolved into ideographic and partly phonetic Chinese characters. The four categories, or Sibu, is an old system of categorizing literature in China, the first being Jingbu, Confucian classics, Shibu, history, Zibu, masters and philosophers, and Jibu, anthologies. Correspondingly, literature was organized by dynasty: Hanfu, Tangshi, Songsi, Yuanqi, and Mingqing Xiaoshuo. Chinese literature progressed from classical to modern to contemporary to present-age literature. Famously, the Ming and Qing dynasties saw the development of the novel. Four long fictional novels are usually thought to be the best novels in Chinese literature. Interestingly, all four have disputed authorship. The novels Water Margin, Journey to the West, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and Dream of the Red Chamber form the core of Chinese classical literature. Published in the 14th century, Water Margin was the first of the four classical novels to be released. Most attribute authorship to Shi Nai'an, a writer from Suzhou. The novel is set in the Song dynasty and depicts a group of outlaws who eventually go on to serve the emperor in battling foreign invaders. It was based on the real-life story of the outlaw Song Jiang, who was defeated by the emperor in the 12th century, and his gang of 36 outlaws came to populate folk tales throughout China. The group of characters fought against the corrupt Song dynasty that the Mongols conquered. The novel synthesized the various tales which had erupted around the Song Jiang story. Water Margin is reminiscent of the story of Robin Hood. Also, the novel was banned for a period of time because of its potential to promote sedition. The Romance of the Three Kingdoms was written in vernacular language by Luo Guanzong. It is historical fiction about the end of the Han Dynasty and the Three Kingdoms period. The Three Kingdoms period was between the Han and Tang eras. It portrays the disintegration of a unified China into the three warring kingdoms, the three states of Cao Wei, Shu Han, and Eastern Wu, and their eventual reconciliation and unification. Belief in the cyclical nature of history is expressed in the opening line of the novel. It is a general truism of this world that anything long divided will surely unite, and anything long united will surely divide. Special emphasis is laid on the two famous historical rulers, Liu Bei and Cao Cao, who are the antagonists. Journey to the West was a tale written during the Ming Dynasty era. During the Tang Dynasty, a Buddhist named Xuanzang left Chang'an, which is today's Xi'an, which was the capital of the Tang Empire, in order to travel to India to collect scriptures and information. Chang'an was near the mouth of the Gansu Corridor, and it was part of the Silk Road route in northwestern China. He traveled through the Gansu Corridor and past the Flaming Mountains near Turpan. He was helped by Buddhists along the way and spent 13 years in India before he returned bearing Buddhist scriptures. In the novel, a great intelligent monkey and a small band of characters use magic to protect a defenseless monk along his journey. The novel was written at a time that the Silk Road land routes were blocked by Mongol and Muslim countries. One of the reasons that the novel was popular during the Ming era was that people wanted to travel west but couldn't, as the latter Ming dynasty was isolationist. Dream of the Red Chamber was the last of the four novels of Chinese literature to gain prominence, and is regarded as China's most famous novel. The semi-autobiographical work focuses on the financial and moral decay of author Cao Xueqin's family and by extension the Qing dynasty. It provides a detailed rendering of the life of 18th century Chinese aristocracy, paying particular attention to the complexities of social conventions in this esoteric world, granting readers an insight into the religious, social, and political world of upper-class China. After this novel, Chinese literature transitioned to become westernized. Although these four novels still serve as the cornerstone of Chinese literature and influence writings today. These writings continue to inform contemporary culture in China. Ancient literature is a precious cultural record of China's several thousand years of civilization. These four texts have been celebrated for centuries for their rich historical and cultural connotations and unique style. Each with a speculated blend of authors, provides an array of perspectives and allows us to delve into China's vast history.